So welcome to the next lesson, Golden Motivation Part 3. To recap again, Golden Motivation, autonomous motivation refers to motivation that comes from within oneself rather than from external factors such as rewards or punishments. And it's characterized by a sense of personal choice, self-determination, and intrinsic interest or enjoyment in the task at hand, right? You got to really, appreciate the journey. Take joy in the journey, right? Love the journey. So those strategies that I talked about previously are connect with your values, focus on intrinsic rewards, create a supportive environment, set realistic goals, and finally, practice self-compassion. So in the last two lessons, last lessons, I talked about connecting with your values, focusing on intrinsic rewards, creating a supportive environment, setting realistic goals. In this lesson, our focus is on practicing self-compassion. So what is self-compassion? Self-compassion is an attitude of treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and patience, especially during difficult times or when you make mistakes. It involves recognizing that everyone faces challenges and experiences setbacks. So it's important to be gentle with yourself rather than overly critical or judgmental. And I know perfectionists have a hard time doing this. So why is this important? Because the person that you should be kind to first should always be you. And I'll get to that a little bit more. So self-compassion involves three main components. Self-kindness, offering yourself warmth, support, and understanding rather than harsh criticism or judgment. Common humanity, which is acknowledging that everyone experiences pain, failure, and challenges, and these experiences are a natural part of being human. Mindfulness, so being aware of your thoughts and feelings without judging them or becoming overwhelmed by them. Practicing self-compassion, you can develop, a healthier and more balanced perspective on yourself and your experiences. This attitude helps promote emotional resilience, mental well-being, and a greater capacity for coping with life's challenges. Practicing self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would extend to a good friend. So here are 10 ways to cultivate self-compassion in no particular order. One is mindfulness. So cultivate mindfulness by practicing meditation, deep breathing, or other relaxation techniques to help you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions without judgment. 2 is self-kindness. Treat yourself with kindness, understanding, and patience when you face difficult situations or make mistakes, instead of being overly critical. 3, common humanity. Remind yourself that everyone faces challenges, and it's normal to feel upset, stressed, or disappointed at times. 4, reframe self-critical thoughts. So when you notice negative self-talk, try to reframe it in a more positive, compassionate perspective. 5 is self-compassion journaling. So write down your thoughts, feelings, focusing on being kind to yourself, recognizing your strengths, and acknowledging your challenges. 6 is self-compassion breaks. So pause a few moments during the day, check in with yourself and practice that self-compassion, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed. 7, gratitude practice. Focus on the positive aspects of your life by maintaining a gratitude journal or expressing gratitude regularly for the things that you appreciate, even those hidden things. 8 is set realistic expectations. So accept that you cannot be perfect. No one's perfect. And set achievable goals for yourself. celebrate your accomplishments, and learn from setbacks. 9, practice self-care. Prioritize your physical, mental, emotional well-being by engaging in activities that nourish your body and mind, such as, of course, exercise, proper nutrition, and hobbies that you enjoy. You know, maybe it's playing a musical instrument. Maybe it's Tai Chi, Muay Thai. 10, seek support. Reach out to friends, family, mental health professionals if you're struggling with self-compassion. They can provide more valuable guidance and encouragement. The saying, you know, when you are more kind and compassionate towards yourself, you are more kind and compassionate towards others, is based on the idea that our attitudes and behaviors towards ourselves often extend to how we treat others. By cultivating self-compassion, we develop empathy and understanding for our own struggles and imperfections, you know, which can help us become more attuned to the challenges and vulnerabilities that others experience. This is something that we all should practice. This is called mirror work or shadow work. When we practice self-compassion, we are better equipped to, 1, understand and empathize with others. As we develop a greater understanding of our own struggles, we become more sensitive to the challenges that other people face, allowing us to respond with empathy and kindness. 2, building emotional resilience. Self-compassion helps us develop emotional resilience, which enables us to navigate difficult situations and maintain a balanced perspective. And this emotional stability can positively influence our interactions with others and with ourselves, as we are less likely to read, you know, impulsively or harshly when faced with challenges. React. 3, create a positive emotional environment. So when we are compassionate towards ourselves, we are more likely to create a positive emotional environment for those around us. And this can foster healthy relationships and promote a sense of understanding and support. 4, model compassionate behavior. So as we practice self-compassion, we set an example for others to follow by demonstrating kindness and understanding towards ourselves. We show others that it's okay to be imperfect and that they too can treat themselves with compassion. In summary, the saying, you know, highlights the interconnectedness of self-compassion and compassion towards others. By developing self-compassion, we not only improve our well-being, but also enhance our capacity to relate to and support others in a kind and empathetic manner. And when we look at self-kindness, one of the 3 main components of self-compassion here are a few examples of self-kindness acts that, you know, can help you practice self-compassion. So 1 is taking a break. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, give yourself permission to take a short break to recharge. And this could include going for a walk, meditation, or engaging in a hobby that brings you joy. Breath work as well, which is quick. 2, positive affirmations. So using positive affirmations to remind yourself of your strengths and your qualities. For example, you might say to yourself, I am worthy of love and kindness, or I am doing my best and that's enough. 3, forgiving yourself. When you make a mistake or experience a setback, remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and it's a natural part of life. So offer yourself forgiveness and understanding rather than dwelling on the mistake. Forgiveness is important. 4, treating yourself. So occasionally treat yourself to something special, like a favorite meal, a new book, a relaxing bath. Recognize that you deserve to enjoy these moments of self-care. 5, prioritizing self-care, right? Make time for activities that nourish you, your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. And this may include getting enough sleep, exercising, eating healthy, engaging in social activities with friends and family. 6, setting boundaries. Learn to set healthy boundaries to protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. And this might involve saying no to additional commitments or standing up for yourself in situations where you feel mistreated. 7, practicing gratitude. So focus on the positive aspects of your life by regularly expressing gratitude for what you have and acknowledging your accomplishments. 8, asking for help. Recognize when you need support and don't hesitate to ask for help from friends, family, professionals. This actually demonstrates self-kindness by acknowledging your own limitations and the importance of relying on others when necessary. Remember, self-kindness is about treating yourself with the same warmth, understanding, and patience you would offer to a good friend. By practicing these acts of self-kindness, you can cultivate a more compassionate and supportive relationship with yourself. Now, in high stress types of environments, everyone reacts differently. So I wanted to share some self-help exercises that can help you develop self-compassion during periods of, work-related stress or stress that may go on in someone who has that perfectionist mindset. One such exercise is self-compassion breaks. So this incorporates mindfulness, self-kindness, and common humanity to help you navigate stressful situations. So here's how to practice it. Note, you will hear some common elements from what I already spoke about. So one is to recognize the stress. When you notice you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, pause for a moment and acknowledge your feelings. You can say to yourself, this is a difficult moment, or I'm experiencing stress right now. Another very, very common symptom of stress, very common, is a shallow breath. So when you're breathing, all of a sudden it becomes very quiet. Your chest or abdomen are hardly moving. You're breathing in and out, very shallow. That's actually a sign of stress. That's your body's flight, fight, or defeat mechanisms working. So recognize that. 2, mindfulness. Remind yourself that it's normal to experience stress and try to approach, your feelings with curiosity and non-judgment. So take a few deep breaths, right? Deep breaths to help ground yourself in that present moment. 3, common humanity. So recognize that everyone experiences, stress, work-related stress, etc., and you're not alone in feeling overwhelmed. So remind yourself that stress is a natural part of life and work, and you can say, it's okay to feel stressed. Everyone goes through it. 4, self-kindness. Offer yourself words of comfort and support, just as you would, to a friend in similar situations. So you might say, may I be kind to myself during this challenging time, or I'll get through this and it's okay to ask for help if I need it. 5 is take a break, if possible, if feasible. Take a short break from the task that's causing stress. This could involve going for a walk, stretching, or engaging in a brief relaxation exercise like deep breathing, box breathing, mindfulness meditation. 6, reflect and reframe. So once you've given yourself a moment of self-compassion, try to reframe your thoughts about the situation. Focus on what you can control. Break tasks into smaller steps. Set realistic expectations for yourself. Remember, it takes time and practice to develop self-compassion. Incorporate the self-compassion break into your daily routine. And over time, you'll likely find it easier to navigate work-related stress with kindness and understanding towards yourself. Another great exercise for common elements in self-compassion is positive self-talk. But, how do you reframe negative thought patterns? Because it's not always easy to, give yourself that positive self-talk. Negative thought patterns, also known as cognitive distortions, can have a significant impact on your emotional well-being. And here are some common examples of negative thought patterns and ways to reframe them into positive patterns. 1, the all or nothing thinking, right? The black and white thinking. You see things in extreme with no middle ground. So the negative would be, I made a mistake, I'm a complete failure. If that happens, reframe. I made a mistake, but everyone makes mistakes and it doesn't define my worth. I can learn from this and grow. 2, overgeneralization. You perceive a single negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. So the negative thought of this would be like, I didn't get the promotion. I'll never be successful in my career. That's an example, right? The reframe would be, I didn't get the promotion this time, but that doesn't mean I won't have future opportunities for growth and success. 3, mental filter. You focus on negative aspects of a situation while ignoring the positive, right? So the negative thought of this would be, my presentation was terrible because I stumbled over a few words. The reframe of that would be, I have stumbled over some words, but overall, the presentation was informative and I received positive feedback. 4, disqualifying the positive. You reject positive experiences by insisting they don't count, right? The negative thought of this would be, I only got a compliment because they were being nice, not because I did a good job. The reframe would be, I received a compliment because I put in the effort and my work was appreciated, period. 5, jumping to conclusions. You make negative interpretations without concrete evidence to support your beliefs. And this could come from a few different things. A would be mind reading. So you assume others are thinking negatively about you. So the negative thought would be, they didn't say hi, so they must not like me. The reframe would be, hey, maybe they didn't see me, or we're preoccupied with something else. I can't know for sure what they're thinking. B, fortune telling. So you predict negative outcomes for future events. So the negative thought on this would be like, I'll never be able to finish this project on time. The reframe of this would be, I have a lot of work ahead, but if I stay focused and manage my time effectively, I can complete this project. 6 would be magnification. So in other words, catastrophizing or minimization. So you exaggerate the importance of negative events or minimize the importance of positive events. So the negative thought of this would be, I forgot to respond to that email. My boss will be furious. Reframe. I forgot to respond, but I can apologize and address the issue promptly. Everyone forgets things occasionally. We're human, right? 7, emotional reasoning. So you assume your negative emotions reflect the reality of a situation. So the negative thought on this would be, I feel anxious. So there must be something wrong. The reframe would be, feeling anxious doesn't necessarily mean something's wrong. It's normal to feel anxious sometimes, and I can find ways to manage my anxiety. By recognizing and challenging these negative thought patterns, you can reframe your thoughts into more positive and balanced perspectives, which can contribute to improved mental well-being. Thank you for lending your ears to my golden motivation lessons in this mindset chapter. Your willingness to listen has helped to unlock the potential within you. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to inspire and empower you on your journey towards greatness. We'll see you in the next lesson or chapter.